Friends, I just thought I'd do a check-in. I'm not sure if you'll even be able to hear me with there's traffic on that road up there. It's I think it's the busiest county road in Minnesota. And then that underpass walking trail, I don't go in that to chicken. It's just dark and creepy. So I'm out for a walk, as you might be able to tell. I finished that Irish book, Dead in Dublin. I thought it was cute, and it was a cozy, wholesome mystery. There was even a part where instead of using swear words, she said unprintable. So I thought it was cute. I'm going to continue in this series. It's a good keep your mind off of shit type of, you see there, I keep your mind off of unprintable stuff. So I liked it, and I'll continue in the series. I didn't love it. I mean, it's not like superb writing or something earth-shattering. It didn't make me cry. Usually the books that make me cry are my 5-star all-time favorite books, but I liked it. I'm going to continue. And I'm listening to an audio right now, Tom Lake by Anne Patchett. I'm almost finished. I have like an hour left. So I'll definitely get that up today for my weekly wrap-up, which that means I'll have finished 3 books this week, which is great. Because earlier this week I finished The Tattooist of Auschwitz, which I really liked as well. Probably a 4-star if I were to give it a rating. And that TV show comes out soon. It's sad that I'm out of breath. I'm still out of shape. But it's good to get out for walks. Walking. There's a line in Tom Lake where she's talking about swimming, and she says swimming is her reset button, and walking is that for me. I need to walk to reset my mind, just to even think creatively or about life in general. This walking is my reset button. And as a woman, I'm always afraid to be out walking by myself. But, you know, what would we do if we weren't afraid? So we can't live in fear. I gotta tell myself, I'm talking to myself right now. But, all right. What was I talking about? Walking is my reset button. So what is your reset button? What do you do to recharge, reset, refocus? And is it something you do every day, once a week, once a month? I'm curious. All right, I'll check it in a little bit. So I am at Half Price Books, and I am going to go in. I don't have any makeup on. I don't really care. I did shower, so there's that. And I'm going to go in and see, you know, so my husband got rid of some books a few weeks ago as we've been going through rearranging our house for my parents to live with us, and he got rid of a couple that I didn't want him to get rid of. And so he gave them to Half Price Books, and I'm going to see if they have them and buy them back. Buy my own books back. Yeah. One of them is Maus, M-A-U-S, that graphic novel. And then the other one, I'm not sure if I'll buy it back, but just this morning I asked him, I'm like, oh, I think Ben has that book, the 1619 book. He said, yeah, I sold it to Half Price Books. Okay. Anyway, I'm just going to look around, trying to get out of the house a little bit for my mental health. So here we are, and I might go into Home Goods. I hate going in there on the weekend. I don't think I'm going to do that. I'm going to go to the grocery store just for a few things. Okay, I will show you what I got at Half Price. I'm not going to film in there. Our Half Price Books by our house is very, very small, so I'm just not going to film. That would be awkward. But I'll show you when I get back what I got. All right, so I had a grand adventure in Half Price Books, and I got 4 books. So I got Fight Club, which is my in real life book club. Our name is Fight Club, and I don't think any of us have read it. I've talked about this before, and I'm sorry that I'm trying to hold this with my phone with my hand, and I need something to hold my phone in my car. Anyway, so I just watched the movie again a couple weeks ago and loved the movie. And I'm like, I don't know if I could actually follow the book reading it. But you know what? It was $6, $7, so I got it. I've always wanted to get it. And then I bought this one. Wasn't planning to get it. Wasn't looking for it. Girl, Woman, Other. And this one is the Booker Prize of 2019. I have seen this mentioned before and I've heard about it. I don't know a lot about it, and I don't even know if it's supposed to be good or what people think about it, but I kind of try sometimes not to look at ratings and just to make my own assumption or my own opinions about books. I did notice this one, the Fight Club book. It is, someone tabbed it. There were 2 copies, and one was tabbed, one was not, but they tabbed it on page, and I got the one that was tabbed because I'm like, I want to keep that tab and we'll read till that point and see what I think, because it seems like they gave up 76, I think, or 78. So that was funny. And then I am a sucker for any book that has Paris or Eiffel Tower on the cover. And I'm sorry if this video is like all over the place, but I got The Lost Girls of Paris. I've seen this one many times. What is it with historical fiction and women with their backs turned to the camera or the artist? The historical fiction always has women walking away or looking at something, but you just see their back. I just think it's funny. I've always looked at this one and liked it. Love the clock in it. Don't know if it's supposed to be good or not. And this other one is a big old floppy one that I've had on my want to read list for a long time. And it is Pillars of the Earth, Chunka Doodle. And it is a paperback, which I love. Look how floppy it is. Oh my gosh, it is ginormous. I don't know if I will ever get to that, or I don't know. I've heard it's amazing. I've always wanted to read it. There you go. So where does one get a pop socket? My husband called me while I was in there saying my mom would like a pop socket. I'm like, I don't even know. That would probably help me with filming, is a pop socket. Where does one buy a pop socket? Target? It's probably where I have to go on the weekend, which I hate. But there we go. And I'm gonna get some groceries. I'll see you in a little bit. Hello everyone, I am just checking in with you on Kindred. I started it last night, and like I said before, I had watched the first episode in the TV show and decided I wanted to go back and read the book. It is very similar, and this gets started with a bang, and it's so good. Immediately you know what's happening, so I don't feel like it's a spoiler. And so there's time travel in it. It is based on this woman, Dana, who turns 26 in 1976. She gets catapulted back to the 1700s. I believe it's the 1700s. But she doesn't know how or why she's being thrown back into time. And then she comes back immediately in real time. And it's her husband, Kevin, is there with her the first time it happens. And she basically moved across the room instantaneously, and he's like, how did you do that? But so the first time she gets thrown back in time, she actually saves a boy from drowning in the river, so that's why the first chapter is called The River. I don't want to tell you too much more beyond that, but that is in the first literally couple pages, so hopefully it's not too much of a spoiler for you. Loving it. It's fantastic. I'm only on page like 26, so I'm only halfway through the next chapter, and I think I'm gonna love it. I did really like her book Dawn as well. That was more of a space alien type book. But I will update you in a little bit. I'm having a cocktail. I'm having a Kirkland Costco vodka and soda. Very fancy. All right, I'll check in a little bit.